Guys, I'm really excited about today's video because I'm going to show you the latest color of my Blaukat Throwback Jig that just came out. This is my favorite color ever, and the reason we haven't had it before now is it's very labor intensive to make. It's the black with the blue tinsel, guys. This is freaking deadly right here. I'm going to give you guys some tips and advice on how to fish it, and I'm going to show you the type of trailers I like to use with this, talk about the conditions it works in. You guys are going to definitely want to pick some of these up. And guys, we're probably at some point going to get them at Tackle Warehouse. They're not there now, but you can get them at the Cumberland Pro Lures website. I'll put the Cumberland Pro Lures website in the description of this video if you guys want to order some. They've only got, right now, they've got a limited stock of them. We're going to test this out. So they're probably going to sell out probably today. So if you guys would like to get some, just go to the website, Cumberland Pro Lures, check it out in the description and order some there with it. But anyway, let's get into the meat and potatoes of this. And also, guys, all my other Throwback Jig colors, or you can get them at Tackle Warehouse. I'll have that link in the description. Now, this right here, guys, this, out of all the jig colors that there are, this is my #1 color, black with blue tinsel. And the reason, like I said, we haven't had it before is if you've ever tried to tie tinsel, tinsel is extremely labor intensive, very difficult to work with. My Throwback Jig, guys, let me talk a little bit about this if you're not familiar with it, guys. This is without a doubt the best jig period on the market today. Pitch and flip and casting and whatever. You know, the head design, we worked on it for a long time, comes through rock and wood really good and grass. The fibers on it are perfect diameter, perfect number. We work real long and hard on getting the shank of this hook the perfect distance. It's a little bit shorter shank than the other jigs on the market, results in better hookups. Needle point 4/0 mustad hook. Problem with a lot of jigs, guys, they have too big of a hook in it, and that's why you lose fish. This is the perfect hook size and diameter. It's got a nice keeper right here to keep all your plastics on. Like I said, all these are American made, hand tied skirts here. Okay, now I'm gonna talk a little bit about how I like to rig these up and the sizes here. First of all, let's talk about the sizes they come in. We've got the 5/8 ounce. 5/8 ounce I usually use for heavier cover, if it's windy, something like that, a little bit deeper water. The 1/2 ounce is a really good all-around model right here. Use it in a lot of different conditions. It works in thick cover or sparse cover. It's probably the most popular size. And then the 3/8 ounce model, guys, this is more for, I like it for shallow water applications, a little dirtier water when you want a little slower fall, but we offer it in 3 different sizes. Okay, here's my favorite. I've got 2 different trailers I like to use on this jig in 2 different colors with the black and blue tinsel primarily. The first one is a Zoom big salty chunk right here, flipping blue. Piece of advice I'll give you on your chunks, guys, when you hook them like this, is cut off a little bit of that plastic right there to make it thinner, get a better hook bite on that, and rig it through just like that. And normally what I'll do is I'll leave the skirt just a little bit longer when I'm hooking it on like the frog like that. And all the jigs, guys, I like to make them a little bit uneven. So I'll go in there and I'll just cut some of the strands a little bit different lengths, just to sort of break up that real uniform look. But I sort of want part of this trailer covered here. I don't want the legs covered, but I want the part of the body covered here. So to set up with it like that. Guys, that right there is a awesome big bass lure right there. I'll talk a little bit about the conditions here in a second. So this one right here, I'll fish this in water visibilities, in that 2 to 3 foot range. The blue on there, it's a little bit lighter, a little bit more, less obtrusive, a little bit more natural. So 2 to 3 foot visibility is gonna be really good with the blue. Also, the blue is gonna work good, if it's a little bit brighter out, like, partly cloudy or sunny type skies. But if you get me one setup, guys, it'd probably be this right here. Blue jig, black blue tinsel with this blue big salty chunk on there. Now, everybody's got different trailers, so whatever you prefer on that. Now, the next one that I use is a black trailer. This is black with blue flake in it. And the time that I use the black and blue flake is if the water's dirtier or on a cloudy day. So this is gonna be my setup if I have water visibility, probably about under 1.5 feet or so, or especially even dirtier. 6 to 8 inches of visibility. The black makes it stands out a little bit better. Really works good with that. That's a good off-colored water color or like a rainy type day with it. Now sometimes, now this, I'll use the Zoom, the super chunk here, and I'll hook it on a little bit different, and I'll trim it back a little bit different. The super chunk here, you can hook it on two different ways. You can hook it on like a frog, which makes a really large profile. Sometimes I'll do that. That makes a really big jig profile right there. But most of the time, I'm threading it on like this. Same situation as far as the water clarities on the blue or the black. This is just a different profile. Now this gives you a little bit more compact profile when you use the super chunk and thread it on. And also when I thread it on, I'm gonna cut that skirt back. I don't want this skirt interfering with the legs at all. So I'm gonna trim it back significantly to where I can see a lot of the legs on it. Got a little bit more like that. It makes a nice little compact jig there, a little bit more compact of a profile. And then again, that's on the water clarity that we talked about there, sort of that 2 to 3 foot range. Sunny days, partly cloudy days. And then I'll go with the black one here on the dirtier water conditions or lower light that we talked about. These are just my favorites, my favorite trailers with it, just like that. Guys, I'm telling you right now, the black with the blue tinsel is the deal. The flash that is created from this blue tinsel, you can't match it with rubber. I don't care what it is, silicone or rubber, whatever. This thing puts out a flash that is just irresistible to bass. They just absolutely love this thing. So anyway, guys, like I said, link in the description. I'll put the Cumberland Pro Lures link in the description. Pick up a few of these. We're really going to try to work hard to get them in the tackle warehouse, but like I said, we got a limited supply at Cumberland Pro right now. If you want to get some, give them a try, guys. Awesome summer color. So hope it helps you guys catch some. We'll talk later.